All right, everyone. Good morning. Let's get it rolling. I do need to go pour myself some coffee before we start because I did not get much sleep. We got 2 minutes till market open. I'll be right back. Let me get my coffee going, and I'll let you guys kind of pour in here while I do that. Market is about to open. I gotta go get my coffee. All right, be right back. She's running in here. Yeah. Come on, get in. Come on. Okay. As always,
ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
all right, let's take a look. Wow, market's just now opening. Francis, good morning, welcome. Obviously, as usual, not really looking to trade the exact market open. Quite difficult to trade. But let's do some analysis. Morning, catnip. Okay, a little bit rushed this morning, but it's all good. So let's take a look firstly at VWAP. You can see we just tagged that VWAP, and now we're starting to reject. So we could see the sweep of these lows and even lower, right? We're holding below VWAP. Take a look at the session in its entirety, as in since 6 p.m. yesterday. We've pretty much been trading below VWAP the entire time. So looks like the market's in a little bit of a downtrend right now, so we will be probably looking for shorts. Even just the structural trend is down, right? We're in the middle of this downswing, and we're about to make a new downswing, in which case I might look to take a short on something like the 15-second or the 30-second time frame if the market continues to move really, really quickly. All right, so there's that massive 1 minute candle. Now we're down towards the second standard deviation, -2 standard deviations. And we're blowing right through that, so it looks like the market is getting ready for probably an all-day sell-off. Based off of the first 2 minutes. Spilling coffee everywhere. What is going on? What the hell? Okay, not sure what's happening. Alright, well, there's nothing for me to do, obviously. This is just freaking...
Sell, 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 sell.
I'm sure breakout traders, some sort of breakout trader just made $1 billion. Just a straight line down. And it's not stopping. Alright, so what we can do is take a look at the bigger trends and just see where we might be able to hold. Ah, that's hot. Alright, let's take a look. Let's go to the hourly. I think we spoke about this yesterday. Yes, this 12-hour chart had a pretty nice level of demand right here, which it looks like we're about just tapping into. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at what happens at this level of demand. I'm not gonna try to buy this. I've learned my lesson trying to buy bigger time frames on small time frames. It doesn't quite work if you have a small stop loss. But let's see. I mean, it's a huge zone. Morning, Vanessa. You and NQ? Yes, NQ, NQ, NQ. That's all I trade. For now. Who knows? Maybe I'll expand my horizons eventually. What's up, Dennis? Welcome. I feel like I'm missing something on my screen here. I need this coffee to kick in quicker. Alright, well, straight down, straight down. Oop, didn't mean to hit that. Today we have... Oh, President Trump spoke at 8 a.m. And that's it. Probably should have titled this Trump Tuesday. Trump Tuesday. Alright, so this gray zone, if you're new to the stream, this gray zone is a 12-hour level of demand. Right there. So we're just kind of watching that. No trades to be taken for me personally, but hey, if maybe that lines up with one of your strategies. I'm up 3K on Moonstrat. Welcome back. I love my girlfriend. Me too, man. Sorry, this coffee is extremely hot. I actually have a shirt that says that username. Where I have wore it on stream. Then I also have one that says my girlfriend beats me. So sometimes I wear funny shirts and nobody notices them. Ladies' night? What do you mean? Alright, just straight tanking into that 12-hour level of demand. Weird looking chart on that 1 hour. Look at that chop. My God. Barcode on the 1 hour time frame is crazy. Let's take a look at ES. ES also taking a nosedive. YM increasing in price. Very interesting. YM actually looks like the best thing to trade right now. Not moving in such weird ways. Look at my Ethereum position. Ethereum position kind of still in the same spot. MNQ, come on MNQ, give us something. BNR said blew right through my zone. It might just be more sleep for me today. Yeah, I learned my lesson trying to trade these freaking massive, just random dumps. That's why I'm always just focusing on one time frame, focusing on one zone in the time frame, in the trend. Because trying to buy here, I mean, right now it looks like it would have worked great, but this thing could have easily just went down and down and down and down. Alrighty. Now let's watch this thing come all the way back up to highs. That would be very NQ of it. Check my longer term portfolio. Kind of unchanged. Crypto. I had some good setups on crypto I'm looking at, so let me just quickly scroll through. Solana. Solana looks interesting. Solana looks interesting here. No. Cardano maybe a little bit. Dogecoin, no. XRP, no, no. Okay. Back to futures. So, currently sitting at that 4-hour zone. Look at that. I mean, this thing could hold. This thing could hold for the whole day. We could go all the way back up. This could be the start of quite a big uptrend, technically, on the bigger time frames. But we're not trading the bigger time frames. I'm not trading the bigger time frames. Maybe you are. What's up, Jose? Good morning. Yeah, so I'm not looking, to try to buy this thing. It's right now it's in a downtrend, so I'm looking to short. Even though it could go all the way back up. Until it does that, until it goes all the way back up and changes the trend on the 1 minute time frame or the 30-second time frame or wherever I'm trading, then I'm gonna just try to go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, I have a very good YouTube video that I posted 2 days ago on supply and demand. I think it would be worth if you check it out. If you have questions about supply and demand, that is. If you're a master, then feel free to ignore it. Alright, there's nothing too exciting going on. Of course, in hindsight, nice buy down in this 12-hour zone, but it's a 12-hour zone to be traded on the 12-hour chart. Four-hour consolidation there. It's kind of like a 4-hour zone as well, but let's see if it actually holds, because this thing could come right back down and wick through this low that just got formed here. So let's see who's gonna win, the bulls or the bears. Look at gold. I think it's going up. Gold has been going up forever. It's just a straight line up. It's ridiculous. Yeah, gold looks great for trend trading. My God, you should buy every dip and you'll win.
Sell, sell, sell.
Dang it. I need to get a separate pad for my sounds so I don't accidentally hit them. Layer your buttons? What'd that mean? I'm not too technologically advanced, sorry. Oh, name your buttons? Well, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I figured that'd be the simplest. I am the simple trader after all. lot of volume here. I wonder if there's a zone somewhere. No. No. Boring. No trades off the rip for me. I think the last few live streams I've done, I've taken a trade on like the 15-second at the open, but today we didn't quite get anything. Take out London lows and highs instantly. Crazy. Yeah, it's well below those lows now. But could be a fake out. Could be, you know, whales dumping the market to buy cheap and ride it up. We did just, of course, if you watched Trump talk the other day, or yesterday, I think it was, made $100 billion arms deal. So you know the complex, the industrial complex, loves that. Let's line the pockets of those oligarchs, shall we? Alrighty. So, 30-second time frame looks a little bit interesting for a potential long. I'm not going to take it because it's counter trend, but I'll mark it out just to watch. Right here we got that level of supply, or demand, sorry. And then we got this area of liquidity. Let's see how this acts. We did just make a low here. Will that low hold? Is the question. Again, I'm not taking this trade. It's counter trend. I know that days like today is when counter trend trading is the worst thing you can possibly do, because the market will do that. Honestly, I should just trade against any bullish zones, right? Like just freaking short. All right, taking out these lows now. Man, I hate that time frame thing in the background. Such an eyesore. Oh, this is a question I've been meaning to ask you guys, hoping one of you knows. Have you guys seen how like some trading people, or okay, I guess influencers, I don't know what to call them, just people on the internet, I've seen that they have like, what was that? I didn't even hit anything. They'll have like this, and then they'll have like, where is it? God dang it. They'll do like that. They'll do like, for example, 5 minute, and then like that, and then it's like, it'll say maybe like the date. And then it just kind of sits there. It stays there. Does anybody know how to do that? Like no matter if they move the chart or anything, it just kind of stays in the center. It's like permanent. I don't know how they do that though. On TradingView. How do you get something like this? Can I like lock this or something? Anchor? Oh, that's how you do it. Never mind. I'm a genius. Perfect. Now I don't need this stupid freaking watermark. Get out of here. Oh, come on. Alright, so I'll put this. Let's see, where can I put this? Let's put it like... Let's put it up here. This is great. Oh, but then I have to change it manually. That might be annoying, actually. Oh, yes. Thank you for that. I was thinking of yesterday. Get out of here. All right, well, anyways, that zone is no longer relevant. There's got to be a better way than having to manually change this. Does anybody know? Please let me know. I know, but the watermark is so ugly. It literally is such a distraction for me. It gets in the way of the candles. No trade today? Yeah, not yet. There's nothing. Nothing going on yet. Make it like 2%. Okay, you're right. You know what? Yeah, screw this. I'm not going to change it manually every time. Interval, ticker, and we'll make it like this. Like super hard to see. That's like just barely visible. Okay. I guess I can deal with that. Still ugly though. Nope, I need to make it even less visible. %. Okay, now I kind of just don't notice it, which is good. Still nothing. Oh, man. Got yours on 5? Dang. Don't try to buy this, guys. Don't try to buy this. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I have seen too many days like this where we just go down forever. Look at this. See how we're riding that VWAP? I mean, we can literally do this forever. Just small bounces and just ride it all the way. Days like today is when I would get my biggest losing days. Because I would counter trend trade. I would try to buy these bottoms, try to catch the bottoms, and just get wrecked. Same thing with shorting. When the market's ripping up and you just want to short it because it looks so overextended, and then the market keeps going. It'll just rip your face off. Excuse me. Technically, we're in this zone of demand. On the 12 hour, geez. I'm not sure where all this gas is coming from. I'm just drinking some coffee. Now see, so this is why this is a great lesson. So focus, all right? This is why I don't try to trade bigger time frame zones on smaller time frames, because on a 12-hour time frame, look at this, okay? 12-hour time frame, this is the 12-hour zone. This candle is a 12-hour candle. In the next 12 hours, this candle, technically, it could come all the way down in here and then come all the way back up to like here, or the next candle can hold the zone and then shoot right back up. But on the 1 minute time frame, for example, if you're trying to buy it, you know, you're getting chopped around and you're getting lower lows and lower highs. And so if you try to buy this, you know, if you don't have a really wide stop, you're just going to get stopped out over and over again, even if the zone holds. That's the important lesson. The zone can hold and still stop you out on smaller time frames, if that makes sense. Bro, I placed 5 minis instead of micros, blew my XFA. God dang. That sucks. Did you take any trades? No, Mustafa, no. Not yet. Come on, give me a zone. Give me a zone to trade. There's still nothing for me. At least it's kind of moving smooth, you know? We're getting smooth moves here. Let's check YM. YM, wow, look at that. Dow Jones is moving higher. ES, let's see, ES is moving higher. Everything is kind of moving higher. Let's check VWAP. ES is trading above VWAP. YM is trading above VWAP. MNQ is trading below VWAP. Strange. Strange. I guess tech is not doing too good today. Sorry for the boringness so far, guys. There's nothing going on. No point in trying to trade this right now. No setups. If we had a level of supply like right here, that would be beautiful for shorts. But we do not. Watch this high. I mean, even without the level of supply, it wouldn't be too surprising to see this kind of W shape, right? The M's and W shapes. And then a continuation lower after taking out stops here. Uh, 2 minute does have a little bit of an area of supply here. Actually, is that a 2 minute level or a 1 minute level? Might be a 1 minute level more so. Something like that. So we might actually get a short trade here. Let's see. If we start forming some highs here, generate some liquidity above, and then continue. How would you know if it's the 2 or the 1? Just based off of which one looks cleaner. Like, it's supply and demand, right? So supply and demand is basically where is the consolidation before the big move. The 1 minute time frame, you can clearly see, I mean, that's a pretty clean consolidation candle followed by a pretty clean continuation candle. You could argue the same with the 2 minute time frame. In this instance, both time frames are looking pretty good. So it's kind of up to preference. The reason why I'm choosing the 1 minute right now is because there's more candles to work with. 2 minute is really condensed. You know, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles to work with. So the 1 minute gives a little more detail right now. So when the stream ends, please remember my DM. You'll like what I prepared. Ellie Vibes, just to let you know, if you're trying to get me to promote any sort of broker or something like that, I do not accept those type of promotions, so just keep that in mind. That's all the 9-day EMA level. Oh, interesting. Okay, 9 EMA on the daily. I'm seeing a pattern here. What's the pattern? Don't quite have too much convincing liquidity yet. Not quite interested in any shorts just yet. Can you explain VWAP, please? I would, but I've answered that question in detail twice, I think, in the last 1 or 2 streams. So I don't want to keep, you know, giving the same answers to the same questions. But this is what I always say. I have a free bootcamp I have a free video on VWAP that explains it in great detail on my YouTube channel. If you just go to the playlist, the only playlist on my channel, it answers all those questions in detail for beginners. I explain everything as simple as I can. And while you're at it, I did just post a new video on supply and demand. Man. No movement so far. Now we're barcoding. A little bit of a barcode. By the way, I watched your last video today and it was great. Thank you. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you for the support and thank you for the compliment. It's much appreciated. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback greatly because I work 100% by myself. I have nobody watching or critiquing or anything. Everything that I do is me. I'm a one-man army. So I always love getting feedback to let me know. No liquidity yet, right? Yeah, I mean, now maybe you could argue that this is a little bit of a high, but I would like to see a little bit of a deeper pullback. Maybe we even get something like this. We get into this little demand level, form a low there, then we take out that liquidity, take out this supply, and then move lower. Which looks like that's what we're looking to do. Well, so far, we're moving lower. This is the 1 minute. ATR is 16. Wow, market's moving right now. All right, didn't quite do exactly what we wanted, but it's still looking decent right now. Pulled back to the 382. Oh, ooh, a lot of volume came in there. Let's see what happens at this demand level. This is what we want. Let's see if the magic arrows work. Finished the boot camp. The price action vid was insane. Yes, crap. Your name is Jamshid, right? Remind me, please. Jamshid. Yeah, that's my favorite video as well. That is my favorite video as well. Yeah, I think it's the only video like it out there. Nobody quite explains it like that. So I'm proud of that one. Yes, okay, good. All right, magic arrows guide the way. Yeah, guys, if you haven't watched the price action video, it's called Price Action Explained Like You've Never Seen. That's my favorite video I think I've ever created. One of my favorite topics to talk about. It's about the 3 Ps of price action. Completely original concepts. I guarantee you haven't seen almost anywhere else. So go watch it. After this stream, of course. I need all you guys to stay right here. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. 1 second. Oh my god, every time. Every time I frickin' leave the chair, something happens. It's like, it needs to be studied. Honestly, guys, take trades once I'm out of here because the market moves as soon as I leave the chair. Nothing worse than technical analysis, especially this. Hey, newsflash. You don't gotta watch.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Bruh. Huh?
Okay. Well, that is a nice push higher. Definitely not many orders sitting at this area of supply because we just blew right through it, right? With a lot of volume. Unless this is just a manipulation leg. Which, in that case, there's no way to tell, obviously. Don't know if it's going to be that. In the 2-minute time frame, 2-minute time frame, if you really want to get technical with it, 2-minute time frame is an order zone right now. It's just a really kind of ugly one. It looks like this. So might watch that potentially for shorts, but the market's starting to look strong now. I wish it didn't look this strong. There's a little bit of a ABCD pattern up there around the highs. Might sweep out all the liquidity. Yeah, if I had to guess, it looks like it wants to take this high out, right? Like, might take that high out and then go lower, which is something that we were talking about earlier. So that could be interesting. Oh my god, I turned my fan on and now it's freezing. 1 second. You leaving? Alright, 1 second, I'm walking my girlfriend now. Alright. Another massive move now. Yeah, see, I was quick. I was quick to come back. Did he say he's walking his girlfriend? No, walking out my girlfriend. She's leaving. She left. All right, getting some chop here. I think the ideal situation in this case would be take out these highs and then kind of start rolling over. She's the breadwinner, so he has to support her. Yes. Yes, gotta take care of all her wishes. I just stay at home and gamble all day. Kaya, what are you doing? Get over here. Get over here. Kaya. You want to show yourself on stream? Big dog. There's a nice cozy bed for you right there. Come on. Go, Kaya. Go get it. Alright, reaching for those highs. Like Buzz Lightyear, reaching for the sky. Stay-at-home man, yeah. What are you doing, guys? He's about to bark. Might want to cover your ears. You just went outside. You just went. No. All right, let's see if we can take out those eyes. Oh, you know what I can anchor so I don't have to always say it? Don't worry, I won't make it this big. Dang it. This will save me my breath. You know what? I don't even want to promote my funded futures. Because they screwed me over with their weird fees or whatever it was. Ah, that's nice. Okay. Things are looking interesting now. Potential breakdown out of here? Question mark. All right, we're getting a little bit of some selling. What do I think of EU? I can't really look right now. By the way, somebody said that they took their best trades after 10:30. I looked at my stats and yeah, most of my losses happen in the morning as well. So might have to keep watching that. Maybe make some adjustments based off of that. We'll see. All right, getting some selling pressure here. Let's see if we can continue. On the 1 minute, we do have a little bit of like a demand zone here. Very small. It would probably be clearer on like a... Oh, even on the 15-second, it doesn't really look that great. So let's see if these lows can get taken out here. There's those lows getting taken. Now, if that holds, that would be probably not the best for this zone. Yeah, we don't want to see this kind of bounce right as we hit these previous highs either. You like long or shorts here? I like shorts. This is a bearish order zone. Still got a minute remaining on this candle. Let's see if we can finish strong to the downside. Close strong to the downside. That would be ideal. Lord knows we'll probably just get a barcode, as we have for the past frickin' billion sessions. Got a little bit of volume there. Took out some liquidity. Tested the previous previous highs there. So not the best right now for shorts, but you know, nothing I can do. We just gotta wait it out. See if we can get below this previous high. That would be nice for this position. All right. Let's see. All right, so I'm at a break even. I'll map it out in a second. I'm just kind of watching closely, and this is kind of just holding this area, which puts my break even at it makes my break even a little vulnerable. So that's why I'm watching closely. I am not 100% decided if I should move my break even, give it some more room, or not. And it looks like I won't be doing that. Okay, great. Fantastic. All right, so here's the trade that I'm currently in. Only trade of the day so far, and it's working out pretty nicely. I'll mark it out for you. Okay, hold on. I need to kind of lock in here 1 second. What are we doing here? This is previous demand. Let's check VWAP. We're bouncing off of that VWAP. All right, let's check this 2-minute time frame. Yeah, 2-minute time frame. I mean, I might have to start, you know, taking some partials if we get to this low here. If we even get to that low here, I mean, this is probably where it's going to either go back to my break even or just keep going. Which, wow, look at this move. I hate break evens, man. Nothing worse than a break even. Well, I guess a loss is worse. Anyways, let me mark out the trade. Looks something like that's only a 2-to-1. I'm not doing 2-to-1. Come on, we can do better than 2-to-1. Okay, it's pushing. Don't like this push. This is the type of push that can go all the way back up. Wow. Strong push. Did we make bottom of the day? My break even is pretty freaking vulnerable here. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was kind of like second guessing it. But you know, there's nothing I can do. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. We've seen consistently that I will poop my pants and then it'll actually go in my favor, so I'll just keep watching. It's pushing back up again. Really don't like that. Yeah, that's looking like it's going to attack my break even now. Bollocks. If this candle can close back in this area, that would be preferred. Yes, like that. Come on. Ooh, all right. I mean, that's decent. I don't like that the next candle immediately has just opened into green, because now it may want to reach for those highs, which would take me out. Come on, where did those sellers go? We were just selling. We were just selling back down. There they are. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh my God. Yeah. This ain't looking too good. They just keep buying it back up. And my break even, I mean, even if we just get an increase in volatility, you know, just a little bit, it's going to stop me out. And I guess my entry is not accurate here. Oh, no way. No way this thing is going to go now. If this thing goes to full targets, that will be officially one of the craziest moments. Oh my God. Is it happening? Come on. Come on. Don't, you know, if you're going to... If you're going to barely miss my break even like that, you got to move. Don't barely miss it and then come back to it. That would just be not entertaining. Sellers keep coming in and the buyers keep buying it back up, man. Jesus Christ, what is this? I'm tempted to give this a little more room, but you know how that goes. Give it a little more room and it's just going to go stop you out. Look at that. Look at how it drops and just gets bought right up. It's crazy. The seller's got to show a little more effort. A little more selling pressure is needed here. Come on. Get away from that break even. Oh, that was a good sign right there. And we just need it not to be bought back up. And it's being bought back up. And it's going all the way back up. Come on. Big push here. Big push down. Come on. Break. Break. Break.
Sell, 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 sell.
Come on. Boom. 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 Come on. Come on. More. 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 Give me more.
Sell, 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 sell.
Come on. This thing's probably just gonna wick all the way back up now. All right. Let's see. We're up a decent chunk of change here. I'll start trailing if we can get to this low here. That would be ideal. Or even if we break this low here. Because I'm getting that smell in the water, you know? I'm getting that funky smell that the buyers are not going to let this slide so easily. Big fight in there? Yeah. Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel the fight going on right now. You can tell there's quite a bit of buyers trying to buy this thing and quite a bit of sellers trying to sell. I guess that's pretty obvious in hindsight, but You know what I mean. There's no clear winner just yet. It's like they're throwing counter punches. They're just countering each other over and over again. This is a big right hook from the sellers here, but now buyers are countering. Let's see if the sellers have anything to say about that. If this candle finishes red, that would be beautiful. That'd be a bad sign for the seller or the buyers. Just get down to that first low and I'll be content. All right, I might start trailing this. Oh, I might start trailing this. Kaya, I know. I might start trailing this like right here and just kind of secure something. My dog's barking at me. I'm like multitasking like a mother trucker. Live streaming, trading, trailing, taking care of dog. Man, this thing better not come all the way back up after all this, dude. You know what? I'm gonna take half. I'm gonna take half right there. That way, like I did the same thing yesterday. You know, just taking a partial to ease the tension, and now I don't really care. You know, now I can hold this thing all the way down, and it won't bug me. Look at that. Of course, as soon as I take a partial, it starts really going. What's up, G2 Nice? Wow, nice move, nice move. I'm just gonna keep trailing because this is a nice trade right here, and I don't, you know, I want to start the day off right. Start the day off right. Now we're at a level of demand here. Let's see if the buyers step in. Ooh, like that. Is this candle gonna go green? If it goes green, I'm gonna get tagged. Like that. Okay, you know, this thing probably will go to full targets. Look at that. Are you...
Bruh, 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 bruh.
Oh my god. Dude. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? It tagged me right there. And there's full targets. You see, I shoot myself in the foot all the time with these partials, man. And it's just such a hard habit to break. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Oh my god. Are you kidding me? This happens all the freaking time, dude. As soon as I start taking partials, price just starts going right in my direction. Insane. Look at this. Tagged me right there. And then did that. Are you kidding me, dude? Look at this little tiny stupid trade. Could have been a monster. God dang it, man. Whatever. Still a good trade. Is what I like to tell myself. Wow. 2.3R versus 4R there. In a matter of literally, if I just left. If I just left and came back for a minute. That's all I had to do. And I would have been banking. Of course, it's still a nice trade. It's still a good trade. But wow, that is heartbreaking. Anyways, guys, yeah, nice trade there. Nice trade. Get some cha-chings for that. Anybody take that trade? Anybody take that trade by chance? Oh my god, dude. What a frickin' miss on the partials. I did past 4 evals. Nice. Cha-ching's for you. Mustafa, you did. Cha-ching's for you. But got out early. Hey, same. Same, man. Got out real early. Literally at the worst possible time. I mean, god dang. Oh, man. Anyways, looks like a lot of you took that trade. Let's get some W's in the chat. W's in the chat. God, I literally should have just left my desk. I should have went and walked my dog. And that would have been a better idea. Dang it, man. W's in the chat. I don't emotional trade. No. Look at this thing still going. Look, all I had to do was trail on the based off of the time frame that I was actually trading, which is the 2 minute, right? If I just trailed here, and then I trailed here, now trailing here, you know, God, and yeah. Well, anyways, I always say, anyone who says they're not emotional while trading is lying. I have Take Profit Trader, but it looks like I can't scale and got half of the profit. Even when I delete TP or SL, I can't put them back. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean there. Did you trail 2 candles? I trailed on the 1 minute time frame, and that was my. And I also look at. Yeah, in hindsight, I did a lot of things that that are obvious, but that's why hindsight's 20/20. I was trailing on the 1 minute time frame, right? So got short here. I covered half here because literally I just covered half because I just had a feeling that buyers may be able to bring this all the way back up. And then I started trailing the second half. But the problem is, if I just trailed the right way, I actually would have caught this move. But what I did is I didn't wait for this candle to close. I just started trailing at the high of the candle before it even closed. And then it came back up, took out its own high, and then continued lower. But the proper way to trail is wait for the candle to close. And I was just impatient. You know, it was, you know, it's just sloppy. It's just sloppy, but it is what it is. It's still a nice trade regardless. It's still a little 2.5R. NLW, cha-ching for you. By the way, guys, if you're new to the stream, I have a free bootcamp on my YouTube channel. It's the only playlist on my YouTube channel that I have. If you watch the free bootcamp, you'll answer a lot of your own questions that you ask in the chat. There's also a free Discord. And if you really need extra help after the bootcamp, you guys know, well, if you're new to the stream, I guess you don't know, we always have the Simple Trader Blueprint. It's the cost of 2 evaluations, and it goes more in depth into basically why the strategy works, how it works, the logic behind it, the executions. I'm about to actually put a new video in there because I've created new rules, not totally different rules, but I've adjusted some things to the strategy that now make it a lot easier to tell which zone is going to hold and which zone isn't. So it has to do with the executions. And once I add that video into the course, the price may or may not go up. So if you want to get it's a lifetime access, 1 price, the cost of 2 evaluations, and it's for life. You get a Discord role, a Discord membership, no monthly fees. Okay. And you also get that the private chat with all the course members, the course member chat. So basically, that's everyone that's you know, a little more serious about their trading and a little more serious about learning this strategy as well. So yeah. All right, that's my little shill for the day. Link in the description, link in the bio, blah 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 blah. If you don't want to purchase the course, you don't have to. Watch the bootcamp. You'll learn about 80 to 90% of what you kind of need. The course is only for people that want kind of like personalized support and mentoring and all that stuff. All right. And by the way, Did you take a short there? Yes. Here it is on the NinjaTrader. There's my executions. Really freaking sloppy, man. That is such an ugly looking trade. But it is what it is. I forgot what I was going to say, but yeah. Oh yeah, join the free Discord. Yeah, join the free Discord. Anybody that joins the free Discord in the next 60 seconds, I will shout out your Discord name. If it's appropriate, of course. Good morning, Alex. Welcome, welcome, Alex. Why do you execute on NinjaTrader instead of TradingView? NinjaTrader has quicker data, so you can see price moving in quicker, you know, in more real time. Did you take that short? I took that one up plus 200 and done for today. Nice and steady to get my first TPT Pro account payment. Yeah, Jose, I took this one. We just took this one live. We were in it for a few minutes, and I started trailing too early and kind of shot myself in the foot. But yeah, this was a $300 trade, and if I just held for literally 30 more seconds, it probably would have been a $500 trade, which is painful. But this was the biggest trade I've taken on my fourth. I'm on my fourth eval right now, and I've finally found an entry model that works for me and sniped that short. Hell yeah, Ether. Here's some cha-chings. Kaya. Alright. Oh my, look at this thing. Still going. Still going. Still going. And of course, code SimpleTrader at most prop firms will get you the best deal. So if you guys are looking for evals, honestly, Take Profit Trader still running 40% off and no activation fee. I forgot to write that. This is the best deal in the industry, in my opinion, right now. 40% off plus no activation fee. Kaya's growling at me. What's the entry model and thought behind the trade? This is what I call an order zone. I can't really answer what it is because I answer it every day. But it's basically a level of support. Sit down. Thank you. Good girl. It's basically overlapping supply and demand and liquidity. And a little bit of harmonic patterns, but that is for another day. Okay, guys, let me see what my dog wants. She just went out, so I don't know what she wants. I hate leaving the stream because the market does something every time I leave the stream, and half the people leave the stream, but what can I do? I got a cute little dog that wants me to do something. Go over here. Wait, come on. What you do? What you want? Come on. What the frick do you want, huh? What you want? Young, Grayson? Alright, Kaya. Get over here. Look at this thing still running. Alright. Okay, sit. Okay, now go over there. And over there. Sit your butt down. Wow, nobody joined the Discord? Really? But I said I would shout you out. Is that not worth anything? Don't look, it'll cause more pain. Yeah, man. From a $300 trade to what would have been freaking $500 trade, probably. The Discord link is in the bio, guys. It's the link in my bio. It's called the Simple Traders. Oh, I think it's just called the free Discord or something like that. Too much spam in Discord? Is there? What do you mean too much spam? Are you guys getting messages from people? I think there's a setting on Discord where you can disable anyone messaging you from other Discords. Or from a specific Discord. So if you're in my Discord, just disable it. I think you can do that. I'm not 100% sure. Disable the ability for people to message you. Because there's a lot of bots that impersonate me. I know. It's pretty bad. Yeah, Mustafa, I know you guys are already in the Discord. How much would you risk on a 50k eval? So I risk like 5% of the daily... Okay. 5 to 10% of the max drawdown per trade. I prefer 5%. What is the vid on the YouTube... What is the vid on YouTube name on the confluence you made? There's not just one video on this. There's multiple videos. So, honestly, a great foundation would be the latest video that I just made. Because it teaches supply and demand, and then it teaches order zones. You start with supply and demand, and then you kind of move on to order zones. Every level of supply and demand has the potential to become an order zone, but not every supply and demand level is an order zone. Every order zone has a level of supply and demand in it. Not every supply and demand level is an order zone, if that makes sense. You think we're going lower? There's no way to tell, honestly, right now. I'm just trading the time frame, you know? I'm just trading the time frame. There's no setups. Green in your Discord invited me. Oh, thank you, Green. Green, I believe you're Jeff B. Jeff B. Skooraj. Welcome to the Discord. Excuse me. ABG or AB God. God, oh my God, I don't know how to pronounce that. AB God in as. Thank you for joining the Discord. Did you take that position that's printed there? Yes. If you don't believe me, here's my execution. Very sloppy exit on my end, but I won't keep crying about that. Shirley going up. Who's Shirley and why is she going up?
Bruh.
All right. Let's kind of reset here. Obviously, we're at literally the lows of the session, so there is no trades for me. Did you go full TP? No. So I actually kind of broke my rules and traded this very sloppily. I got out right around here-ish. So it was like a two. Is that where I got out? Yeah, it is. It was like a 2R trade. Should have been a 4R trade. If I followed my rules, it would have been a 4R trade. I just got super sloppy and started trailing early, and then it barely tagged my trailing, and then went to full target. It was quite a moment. I will be posting that as a TikTok for sure. But yeah, I actually checked on my win rate the other day. So what I did is like I said, in the course, I've modified my entries a little bit to make it easier for me to figure out which zone is actually going to hold and which zone is going to just not hold. And in doing so, my win rate has dropped. Now I know you're thinking, why would it drop? Well, because my stop losses are now even tighter, and I have less break-even trades. So remember that break-even trades are counted as winners. They're counted as winners in the data, because usually a break-even trade is like you'll make like $5, right? So if you factor in, this is the thing. Let me give you guys some game. Anybody that claims to have like an 80-90% win rate, there's only two possible ways that's possible, for the most part. One is they have a really inverted risk to reward, right? So like they'll risk $10 to make $1. In that case, sure, you can have a 90% win rate, because your stop loss is so big and your target is so small that you're going to hit that target a lot of the time. The other way that they can claim they have a high win rate is that they have, let's say, a 80% win rate, right? But of this 80%, let's say 40% of the trades are actually small wins as break-evens. The data will count these as wins. And so you'll see an 80% win rate if they show you, they'll see an 80%, you'll see an 80% win rate, but in actuality, their win rate is more like 40%. When, if they actually hit their targets. So yeah, anyways, all of that to say that now my win rate is roughly around 50 to 60%. It kind of changes because I'm taking less break-even trades, but I'm holding longer, so I'm actually hitting targets more often and hitting my stop loss a little more often as well. But the math still works, because my targets are always, 3-4R, and my stop loss is always very small. So math still works. I know it was nice for marketing purposes to be able to say that I have a 70% win rate, but I don't really care about win rate. Win rate does not matter. Win rate is meaningless if you don't have the right risk to reward and stuff. So I'd rather get less of a cool looking win rate and more money. Our Blonde 1985. Welcome to the Discord. Shirumi, welcome to the Discord. Welcome to the Discord from YouTube. A lot of buttons to join the Discord. Is it a lot of buttons? See, that's why I don't like WAP. I was ranting about this the other day. WAP's user interface is so bad. Bro, I already hit my goals, so should I stop trading? But I'm itching to take more trades. So the answer to that, Adib, is do you see a valid setup? If you see a valid setup, then there's no reason why you shouldn't take it. Just because you're green on the day doesn't mean you can't. So if you're green on the day, let's say. So here's something. I'm thinking faster than I can talk. If you stop every time you're green on the day, your days are going to look like this. Your green days are going to look like this, right, Skull? And then you're going to stop at 200. But if you never stop when you're red, right? Let's say you're red on the day 200, and then you just keep going. Well, then you might see red days that look like this. So it's actually in your best interest to, if you see more valid setups, take them so that you may lose or you may win, but you got to be consistent, right? If you're going to keep trading on red days, then keep trading on green days too, And the way that you do that is by just only taking trades that make sense, right? Only taking trades that fit your entry strategy and whatnot. If you don't, if you stop on your green days early, then your green days are always going to be short of, your red days if you don't stop on your red days, right? So you could just make targets, you could make goals and let's say you could do like, all right, if I'm up 500 on the day I stop, and if I'm down 250 on the day I stop, right? That's an easy way of kind of putting a simple rule to help with that. But yeah, I don't really believe in in not trading just because you've hit a certain amount. Like the market's going to do what the market's going to do. It doesn't care if you're green or red. So the next trade is always just the next trade. Whether you're green or red, the next trade is going to play out one way or the other, you know? So that's my little spiel. Kaya? Are you biting the chair? What? What are you doing, Missy? Like this. Look at this. Mmm. You ain't taking another trade? There's no trade for me to take. Excuse me. Just bought because Corey left the chair. Okay. I need like a big dog bed, like right standing up here for Kaya. You want to come up here? She's standing in front of the green light. That's why the green light has now disappeared. There's no trades yet. Is this live or a recording? Hello, AJ. There's your answer. You know, you can also just check the NQ chart. That would give you your answer. I'm up almost 3,000 on the day. Nice Charismo. I have 6 dog beds scattered through my house, spoiled rotten. Yeah, I need like literally a dog bed with stairs, just to like come right up here, and then so that way she doesn't bug me. She's staring at me right now because she wants me to go to bed and cuddle her. That's what she wants. Don't look at the light. It's bright. Don't look into the light. Usually she'll just sleep right next to me, but right now, today, for some reason, she's active. She's active. Wow, I mean, I'm really glad that I actually caught that. By the way, remember this trade almost came to break even, too. And it actually went to full targets. Alright, she's got a bone now, good. Sorry if you guys hear that, but man, that's loud. Okay, can you keep it down a little bit? So there's not much here. I mean, maybe on like a small time frame, like the 15-second, maybe you can try to trade this order flow. But I'm not gonna try to. I'm not gonna ruin my mood by trying to take a small little trade like that. What other strategies have you tried before? Literally name one and I've probably tried it. Which is why I'm so passionate about this strategy, because I've tried so many strategies. This is the only one that has really been... There's something there. Something that's real and seems to be consistent and not really subject to much. It's all based on logic, right? It's all based on orders and logic, and so it should keep working, right? It's just logical stuff. Thoughts, Kaya? Okay, sorry, that's my dog chewing a bone in the background. My thoughts on ICT is that he is a passionate man, of course, passionate about his craft. I think he has some good ideas. I think most of his ideas are just rebranded. Some of his ideas are definitely original, like the fair value gap. That is something that I have not really... I did not see before ICT, but liquidity sweeps are not a new concept. Order blocks are not a new concept. What else? I mean, I don't know. And, you know, I just think he's a little crazy. And so he also has been proven to not be able to trade many times. We all know the joke, I can't trade, ICT, I can't trade. And is, you know, a little bipolar and has a lot of mental health issues. And so I would not really take him as, a, you know, people have joined it like a cult. And that is not good for trading. If you have a cult mentality for trading, you're never going to make it because you're just going to be brainwashed into thinking one way forever, you know. So my opinion on ICT would be that, you know, take every lesson with a grain of salt, go and test it yourself, but do not worship him as some kind of god because he can't trade, and that has been proven many times. But that doesn't mean that his concepts don't work too, you know. Sometimes people teach something that works, but they just don't really have the mental fortuity or whatever, fortitude to trade it. I'm in the simple trader cult, though. Yes, this is the only cult that's good. The simple traders cult. All right, guys, I might have to walk my dog. I don't know what she wants. What do you want from me, little lady? Little lady, what do you want? All right. Do you need to go outside? You need to go potty? All right, let me show you guys this. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Okay, watch this. So this is how we tell if she needs to go outside. Okay. Okay. Do you need to go potty? You need to go outside? So, that's a yes. That is a yes. Unfortunately, for me. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to take her out. Sorry, guys. This is the part of the stream where everybody leaves. Because I am gone for like 15 minutes. But what am I gonna? I'm a single father here with a child. I need to take care of my child. Not like the market is doing much, anyways. There's a nice little 30-second order zone that just played out there. And all right, she's starting to cry. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Crap. I'll be right back, yeah. I'll be right back. I need to walk my dog. Alright, stay put. If you want to see more trades, stay put. Time for market activity like you've never seen for 5 minutes. Yeah, literally. Watch this thing just start. It will. I mean, I guarantee it. Every time I leave this freaking chair, I don't know what it is, the market starts moving. So good luck, guys. Enjoy the volatility. Enjoy that volatility. And yeah, BRB. Come on, Kaya. Come on. Let's go outside. I was running. She went into a bush, and she likes hunting lizards. I don't let her, but she tries. And so she's in this bush, and I'm like, why is she just staring in this bush? And all of a sudden, she tackles the bush. And I'm like, okay, that's definitely not a lizard. And then I look inside the bush, and it's a freaking cat. She's going crazy after a cat. Poor little cat. And then, obviously, I held her back. But she got very active after that, started running. Okay, no more need for that. Alright, well, this market's obviously hell-bent on going lower. And I guess trading the smaller zones would have paid off pretty well, actually. Right there. Anybody take that short? By chance. We literally caught the top of the market here, and all we had to do was sit on our hands. Oh! Zaydot, thank you for the rose. Huey, thank you for the heart. And thank you for the goat. Oh, your live is not eligible for live recommendation. Restricted in search results because it contains content with low visual quality or static imagery. Appeal. Well, there goes TikTok. See, this is why YouTube is better. You can't do anything on TikTok without getting yelled at. It's like they want their creators to leave. Honestly. It is so strict, no matter what you do. So that's why going to YouTube is the best option. American owned. American run. I mean, YouTube has its issues too, obviously. It's really hard to grow on YouTube. TikTok, it's easy to grow, but you can lose it all in an instant because they'll just ban you like it's nothing. Did I take shorts? I did earlier in the day, but now there's not much. Great short here, but I didn't take it. Because it was on a 30-second time frame, and I don't really want to trade a 30-second time frame in the middle of the day. Yeah, Shirumi, yeah. Why are you going against the creation or evolution? Let her hunt. It's like you're against the trend. I just like animals. I can't let her kill other animals. Come on. See, even that word on TikTok actually is not allowed. Where would you set your stop loss? I'm not trading this. This was my stop loss on this trade. Can't walk your dog without TikTok saying, sorry, no longer will we show you to anyone. Good luck. And then they let you pause your live. That's what they want you to do. Pause your live. Okay, let me stop showing anything entertaining, pause the live, and then I can only pause it for 5 minutes. So it's gonna end anyways. Like, they really just need you to be constantly saying something. That's that TikTok mindset. I don't know how they expect people to thrive on long live streams. Like, what happens when you need to take a break? Feed your child, huh? Maybe you gotta freaking breastfeed your baby or something. That's not gonna take 5 minutes. What if you gotta eat? They want you to eat on live stream too? I did that yesterday, actually. Go to the bathroom. What if you got really bad stomach ache, you know? And you gotta go blow the bathroom up. You only get 5 minutes. You're... I don't know if I can say this word. It rhymes with enclaved. Ensaved to TikTok. Well, still nothing really going on here. Fire trade, bro. Thank you very much. Here, you know what? Try lowering camera FPS. I hate... I might restart the TikTok stream, see if that kind of can help. So, I'm going to restart the stream, guys. Join back in if you want to. And 3, 2, 1. Alright, now I'm going to go live again. Alright. Alright, live again on TikTok. How important do you think being disciplined is in trading? It's pretty much everything. If you can't be disciplined, then how are you supposed to be able to trade a strategy that requires you to follow your rules? Or how are you supposed to save yourself from being too emotional? Oh my gosh. Alright, welcome back to the stream, guys. By the way, let me know if the quality, the FPS should be actually higher right now. Let me know if the quality increased. It's fine? Is it fine, or has it increased, or is it the same? Alright, we're getting some movement here. Is there anything interesting for me? Honestly can't tell, but it's smooth, if not better. Okay, fine, good. Doesn't have to be that much better. I just changed the settings a little bit. So just checking what it did. There's a supply level there, but not really an order zone. And also now we're kind of approaching overextended territory here, so shorts may become a little bit harder. Any trades taken today? This one right here. That was one that a lot of us actually took. That was nice to see. Sometimes I feel tempted to overtrade, but I know from experience what happens next. Yeah, exactly. I always say, if you can't follow your rules, eventually you'll be forced to follow your rules. Assuming your rules work, of course. Okay, don't just make rules and then they don't work and then just keep following them. Then it doesn't make any sense. Right? You need to have rules that actually work for a reason. There needs to be logic behind your rules. And if you don't follow your rules, eventually you'll be forced to follow them because you're either going to become depressed or lose all your money. And you'll just be in so much pain that you'll just not care anymore and just follow your rules and never break them. Because you just know from experience that breaking them is not going to help you. What made you take that position, if you don't mind me asking? I guess since there's nothing going on right now, I can show you. All right, this was on the 2-minute time frame. 2-minute time frame. We have an area of supply right over here, and then we also had a little bit of liquidity generated right here on these highs. All right, came in, took out that liquidity, tapped into the level of supply. When we have overlapping liquidity and a level of supply or demand, this is what I call an order zone. You get the overlapping orders of the liquidity as well as the unfilled orders of the level of supply in this case. And then you kind of just wait for confirmation. That part I can't really give away. That's in the course. Actually, it's about to be into the course. I have a good way. I've come up with a great way to avoid blowout trades. So like sometimes this zone would get blown out. It's just reality of trading. It's not going to always hold. So that's one of the hard parts of knowing, or for trading these zones, is knowing which is, going to actually hold, which is not. But basically, it's not that hard. It's you look at the zone, read the price action, wait for confirmation, wait for it to start showing signs that it's going to hold, and then that's all she wrote. And then because it's a downtrend, right, we're making lower lows, lower highs. I targeted the lows. Unfortunately, I didn't take my trade out at the lows. I took it out somewhere around here because I was a little sloppy trader, but still a nice trade nonetheless. So yeah, that's why I took that trade. Supply and demand, liquidity, combine them, and it's a happy marriage. I'm trapped in a buy position down 50%. What should I do? Well, one, the word trapped should never be a thing in your trading. You shouldn't be trapped in anything because you should have a stop loss. If you're trapped, that means you're not using a stop loss. The best thing you should have done is close it out as soon as it started pretty much showing signs that it's going against you. The second best thing you can do now is not add to it. Do not add to it. Is the confirmation in the boot camp? There is some of it, I think, a little bit. But in the courses where we really go into detail of entries, executions. Yeah, so the second best thing you can do is not add to it. Don't add to it, because that's how you blow your accounts. Every single time I've blown an account is because I add to a losing position. So my number one rule is don't add to a losing position. It just has never worked for me. So don't do it. And the third best thing you can do is you got to there's two options, right? You can either hold it and pray that it's going to come back up for you to take it off a little bit of a loss, a little bit of a smaller loss, or you have to accept the fact that this can go down forever and blow your account. So which one will it be? There's something called a graceful exit. Graceful exit just means that when a trade's going against you, you take the first opportunity you can to get out of it once you get a move back in your favor. Apo, yeah, you just don't catch me at good times. I mean, we took this trade today. I haven't had a red day in a minute, so you must just be catching me at bad times. Can you explain and give an example maybe on what an order block is in An order block is basically, order block is what ICT calls it. I don't really know how he defines an order block, but it seems to be around the same thing as supply and demand. So supply and demand is just a consolidation followed by a continuation, a big continuation. But I literally just made a whole 25-minute YouTube video on supply and demand. So please, guys, it also talks about order zones. So again, just look at the latest YouTube video. Add to winners. Yeah, Claude, that is the next step for me, is figuring out how I can double down on the winning trades, because that would make the strategy way better. Because it's almost like once the zones hold, you know, they usually go to targets. So imagine if you can just add as soon as the zone holds, you know, add, you know, double the position size or something. I mean, that would make this winner, instead of a 4R trade, I mean, that could make it an 8R trade, a 9R trade. I mean, not literally, because you're adding risk, so it's still going to be a 4R trade, but you know what I mean. You would make double the reward. So yeah, I'm definitely looking. First step is mastering the entry, and then the next step is learning where to add for winners. And then once that's all figured out, that will be an unstoppable force. Because then the losers will mostly be 1R losses, and then the winners will be, you know, 8R. Like, that would be broken. But it might just be a dream. It might not work. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, still developing. But that's definitely something that I will be adding to the course once I do figure it out. And right now, I'm not really adding to winners or losers. I'm just doing one and done kind of trades. Got a little ABCD going on right now. Are we fading this market or waiting for a continuation? I do not fade downtrends like this. It's just too risky. I'm looking to either join the trend or let the trend reverse and then join that trend. I'm always trading the strength. Even if you're overextended like this, it doesn't matter. You know, like, it could keep going. I'd rather just not counter trend trade and wait for a change of trend and just trade that trend instead of trying to trade against the current trend. Don't be scared to fade. There's a reason why I'm scared to fade. I've blown every account trying to fade moves. Thank you for the heart, by the way. I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry. What's up, FN Banks? I find out that the hardest part is how to place a proper entry. Yeah, that's what I always say. You know, if you can find a good entry strategy, that's it. Just a good entry strategy. Everything else falls into place. Because if you can get a good entry, meaning you know how to spot an area where you are likely to get some kind of reaction, then that's the hardest part, right? The hardest part is finding an area where there's a repeatable, predictable reaction enough of the time that you can make money off of it, right? So entry is the first thing that you should be focusing on, which is why I always say, take a trade, have entry rules, trade that, or have an entry criteria, have a stop loss criteria. You don't even need a take profit criteria, just an entry and a stop loss. And then trade that for a month. And then if you're finding that, you know, you're getting stopped out over and over and over again, then now take your entry and move it to your stop loss. Now trade that. And if you find that you're still getting stopped out over and over again, take your entry, move it to your stop loss. And now that's your new entry. Rinse and repeat, and eventually if you're using logic and you're repeating the same process, eventually you'll find some strategy, some area that you can repeatably and predictably get a reaction. It doesn't even have to be a big reaction, just a reaction. And once you have that, then all it breaks down, or all it comes down to, is figuring out the math. How often do you get that reaction? Where should your stop loss be? And where should your target be to maximize your gains and minimize your losses? And that, so the entry is the hardest part. The stop loss and the targets are the easy part, because they come with a good entry. If you have a good entry, you can use a small stop loss, right? If you know that you're supposed to get a reaction at an area, you know where your stop loss should be, because if it doesn't react in that area, then your stop loss should probably be away from that area. And then the targets, just play around with, you know, just see how often and how far does price move out of that entry. Where does it usually stop? Where does it usually struggle? And then it's easy from there. Of course, easy is an overstatement. It's never easy, but if you look on 4 hours, is that just a big buy order block, or am I tripping? Yes. Oh, actually, look at this. Let's see on the 12 hour. Yeah, it's kind of on both. You got this area of demand and these lows that are getting taken out. So this is actually a bullish order zone that we're in. And we're already kind of creeping back up out of it on the 4 hours. So if I was an investor, maybe a little longer term, this could be an interesting area for trades. Although we're still at all-time highs, basically. Actually, you know what? I might go and buy some. For the heck of it. For the culture. I'll go buy some. Let me go buy some QQQ. I'll just hold it for 10 years and come out on top anyways, right? All right. If you look oh yeah. All right, so that is done. I bought some QQQ. Let me check on my favorite stock right now. American Eagle. Guys, I don't know if it's going to be this earnings or the next earnings, but I'm going to be betting big on American Eagle having a big spike. This is my favorite stock right now. It just looks the best. You know, look at this monthly chart. You're at the bottom of the range. We just took out lows. We're at a literal level of demand that's been tested a few times, which isn't ideal. But in stocks, you know, this is a monthly chart. Like, you know, it doesn't really matter all that much. You're buying low, right? You're buying low, sell high. And then the daily chart, look at this. The daily chart is doing this bull flag kind of thing right after that Sydney Sweeney ad. I'm willing to bet that Sydney Sweeney ad is going to beat the earnings expectations, given how... If you look at the Google search data, that Sydney Sweeney ad gave the most search traffic for American Eagle pretty much ever. Now, will it be reflected in this earnings? I don't know. Because it was for July, and the ad came out like July 28th or something. So, might be a little early, but if not this earnings, the next earnings, I'll be betting big with some options. And I'll keep you guys updated on that, because that's going to be a fun one. All right, let's see here. We're actually coming up against this level of supply here. It's not a beautiful order zone, but I think it would be an order zone right now. Ooh, we got another ABCD pattern coming into there. I might take shorts here. I might take cheeky little shorts here. I know, Kaya, your life is so hard. She's huffing and puffing over there. Why are you just staring? What are you doing? So we're generating a little bit of liquidity above these highs. Okay. D ports. Thank you. I try. What are you thinking? I'm thinking potential shorts. Sorry for my stomach grumbling. Dun, dun, dun. Time frame? Why are people asking the time frame? Oh, I guess it is pretty much impossible to see, but guys, this is MNQ, 1 minute time frame. So you're shorting into higher time frame demand in the context of macro uptrend. I wish it sounded that cool. But no, I'm just trading a level of supply and a level of liquidity in a downtrend. Fading this kind of little breakout there, I guess you could say. Are you feeling bullish or bearish the rest of the week? Well, given the bigger time frames, I'm slightly bullish on the bigger time frames. I mean, there's no reason not to be. The market just keeps going up, right? Like, all right, taking out those highs. We took out those highs, just have not tapped into this area of supply yet. I like this trade. Which means that it's probably not going to work. I swear, the trades that look the ugliest are the ones that work out, and the ones that look the cleanest are the ones that don't work. But let's see if I can get something off here. And of course, I need to pee very badly now. Excuse me. I just came back. Are you looking to short or long? Looking for shorts. Looking for shorts. Are we not going to get it? Are the sellers going to come in early? On a 2-minute chart, we're kind of, you know, this might be a 2-minute zone, I'm not going to lie. Yep, wow, look at that. Dang it. I should have just taken that. It was pretty clear that the sellers were coming in, but whatever. I made my one good trade today. I'm fine with it. Anybody catch that? I mean, it's not over yet, but it's looking like it. Yeah, I may have been too greedy trying to get all the way up here. Ooh, Mustafa, you're short. All right. In that case, I hope it doesn't come back up. Even though I want to be in this trade. I would love to be short now. This is looking really strong, but let's see. Yeah, I guess in hindsight, this would probably be the better looking area, but you know, not too easy to see that in real time, because obviously this level of supply is pretty nice right there. But look at how we just barely missed it. Now, one thing to look out for is that look at this volume here and look at the speed in which we made that low, right? A lot of selling pressure just all at once came in, and then look at the volume right at the bottom candle. Tons of volume came in. So usually when you get a big turning point, it's going to be after you get a lot of volume at a high or a low, and after you get a pretty big blow off move, meaning it takes everyone out, right? Like this, if you were long all day, right, trying to buy all of this, this move right here is probably the move that stopped you out. Am I right? Anybody that got wrecked on longs today? This move right here is probably the one that was like, oh, okay, I just need to get out because this thing is tanking. And that's why you get all the volume. And so this does, I would be aggressive with this one probably, you know. Has the potential to be a real reversal of trend given that big volume and that big blow off. Yes, you are right. All right, good. I mean, not good, but I'm glad it makes sense. Like, look at, as soon as all that volume comes in, that's when we finally start turning around. And if you look at any big moves, they're always accompanied by big volume, obviously. So, turning points. Look here. Big green volume, and that's the top of the day, right? A lot of people would think, oh my god, there's a lot of volume and it's green, it's going to keep going higher, but you usually see volume increase towards tops and bottoms, reversals. Epsky, welcome to the Discord. Well, coming back up. For now, will it hold? Maybe I'll try to chase this thing down. That always works, right? Let's see. Do we get a trade-off? I don't know. This thing is not... I mean, I would like to just already be short up here, right? That's the nice area to be short at right now. Although it may have been a break-even trade with this wick. How many of you got stopped out for break-even there? If you did, take the trade. Did ya? Here's the barcode. But honestly, barcodes after the zone holds seems to be a good sign. I feel like every time we get a crazy barcode after a zone holds, it's like that's just the market deciding what it's going to do. Tell us about Take Profit Trader. What's there to say? They're my favorite firm. They have the simplest rules, and I'm the simple trader, so I like simplicity. They have simple payout rules, simple eval rules. They actually put you on a live account, so they have no conflict of interest, at least a minimal conflict of interest. They're fairly priced. You can get 40% off with code SimpleTrader. You can get an all-in 50K account for $100, which is crazy because, again, they're one of the best top firms, in my opinion. How many trades today? 50? No, 1. Took profit before wick. All right, Claude, you were scalping that bad boy. Migo, welcome to the Discord. Welcome, amigo. Mi amigo. Back into this zone. Not ideal. Let's see what happens if we take these highs out. If we take these highs out, I might trade it as a 1 minute. Like this. Yeah. I think I'll trade this now as a 1 minute zone. And see if we can catch another sweep down. Don't forget, guys, free Discord and free course. Everything is in my bio. You waiting for a sell? Yeah. I got dirt in my frickin' slides because my dog kicked dirt at me when I was cleaning her poop. Someone in my Discord made 100K today. Crazy. Is it your Discord or somebody else's Discords that you are in? What's your strategy? I can't answer the same question a billion times. It is my Discord? Okay, so please don't promote it then. You have a conflict of interest. The strategy that I use is on my YouTube channel. It's on the sorry, I'm trying to focus here. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel that explains everything, so it's called the Boot Camp. Trader Blue Boot Camp. All right. Can we get a continuation? You should create commands to answer common questions. What do you mean? Again, I'm not technologically advanced, so go easy on me. How we get the free course? It's in my bio. It's my YouTube. Everything's in my bio. All the answers to your questions are in my bio. Very simply, I'm the simple trader. Four minutes till the move. Why? Why 4 minutes? Come on. Let's see a continuation, shall we? Alright. Come on, Betsy. Sold early again. Can't be perfect. To be honest with you, like I said, this could be a reversal back up. I don't know if shorts are going to work again this low. See, look at this. Look at this freaking candle. Right back up. Jesus Christ. What a fake out. I'm about to get stopped out for a small loss. Let's see if I survive. Looks like I'm about to get tagged here. Super small stop loss because this thing should have moved. So I don't want to give it too much room. Should have moved right there. Come on. Come on. I don't know if we're going to get it, to be honest. I do kind of have a suspicion I'm going to get stopped out. Like I said, I don't know if shorts are going to work this low again. Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's see if we can kind of break this little trend here. Still not convinced. If we can kind of destroy this trend line here, maybe. I mean, I don't trade trend lines, but that would just be a good sign. A sign that something's happening. Come on. I'll put the trade on the screen for you guys. Looks something like this right now. Oh, there we go. Well, now that's at break even. The original stop loss was here. Let me mark out some lows here. And let's see if we can get a move. Let's see if we can get a move. Again, I don't know if we're going to go all the way back down to these lows. I mean, that might be tough. Too late to get in shorts? I wouldn't, personally. I mean, but that's just, I know my strategy, so me getting into shorts here would just be late for me. But hey, maybe it might be early for you. So we're taking out these lows here. It's actually a little bit of a demand zone. Actually a little bit of an order zone, in fact. So maybe a little tiny bit screwed here if it decides to pop. 1.4 R trade there, 2 R trade here, and 2.85 there. And, alright, well, we're still going. Still going. W's in the chat. I mean, it might be too early. Yeah, well, now watch this thing. Now watch this thing come right back up. But W's in the chat so far. W's in the chat so far. 2 clean trades so far today, unless this thing comes right back up, which now it looks like it wants to. Wow. What a move. Don't like that. Do not like that. One more big red candle and I'll be happy to trail. And now that I'm saying that, the market will do the opposite. The market's going to rip back up. God damn. Just relax. Will ya? I'm nervous. Cloud, you got good profit again? Nice. I hope I'm as lucky as you are. Right now, it's not looking like it. God, we're always playing this game, aren't we? It comes close to my break even and then starts turning. I don't know if it'll turn this time. This was a really nice demand level here. But let's see. I like that. I like that. Do I take 2? Do I take 2 just in case, boys? Maybe I'll take 1. Ease my mind. Oh, look at that freaking next candle there. Alright, whatever. We'll just hold it. Whatever. I'm not going to be a wuss. TP technically is down at the lows. I might not let it get down there. You'll probably see me take my trade out too early and then it goes to the lows, but this is looking like it might pop up here. We just need to survive this little consolidation here. One more leg down and I'll be good. And this is the best part of the stream. When we are consolidating. And just biting fingernails. Waiting. Waiting for the answer that the market will give us. Which right now is looking like we're going to pop up.
Sell, 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 sell.
Come on. Just give a big, fat frickin' candle. That's all I ask.
Sell, 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 sell.
Wow. Here comes the barcode. Well, we know what to do now. We know what to do now. Now it's just probably nothing for the next frickin' 10 minutes. I'm not gonna lie, buys looks nice here, but it's counter trend, so I can't take it. I just gotta trust that the trend will play out. Which right now is, again, not looking great. I don't like that we got that candle down and then now we're right back up. That means buyers are just counter punching, right? Counter punch. Counter right hook. It's never easy. It's never easy, huh? Time frame is 1 minute. Come on, Trump. Tweet something. Tweet something bad. Do you think studying ICT is good? I've never really studied him, so I can't say, but I've given my opinion on him. I think it's a cult, and I think it's unhealthy to listen to him, just given his mindset of narcissism and him being God and whatnot, you know? Not ideal for your mental health as a trader. But the concepts, if you can take them with a grain of salt, you know, they could work. I mean, liquidity is definitely a real thing. Order zone or order blocks are definitely a real thing. But they've always been a real thing before ICT. Alright, I like the fake out that we're getting here. We got a little bit of a fake breakout to the upside and now we're plummeting. So that is a great sign that sellers are taking control. We just need to make sure that this stays down and not comes right back up, because then we'll do that might be a double fake out, right? Double whammy. Take out buyers, take out sellers, and then who knows where it'll go. I kind of want to take one just so I feel a little bit better about myself here. This is a scary area. It looks like it might be a double whammy here. Might be a double whammy fake out. Take the buyers, take the sellers. Fake everyone out. Oh, what a barcode. Oh, what a barcode. And here comes the double fake out. Took out stops here, took out stops here, and now it's probably going to run back up since the stops are out. Probably going to take out these highs here, which is going to be very bad for my position. So this is looking less and less likely to be a winner. Might be a break even. Only thing that could save us is this high here, acting as liquidity, and let's see. Only way I can be saved right now is we just frickin' just dump here, but I don't know. It's looking like buyers are kind of stepping up. Retesting the breakout area. Looks like buyers are buying that up. This candle looks like it wants to go green. Yep. And wow. Teleported to that break even and is now moving back down. Yay. Jim Cramer gonna nail you for copyright? Yeah, I'll probably have to make my own versions of it. Oh, that's depressing. That looks like a great trade. But gave it all back. That's the painful part about break-evens. Damn it, man. Should have taken that one that one contract off. It's gonna rip to your TP once it takes your stop loss? Maybe. I mean, it was a break-even for now. Yeah, I mean, it still could go down, but don't think I want to keep trying it when it's actively going against me right now. That's such an annoying break-even, though. I hate when we get these wicks. I mean, did you see how fast it took that out? It just teleported. And this honestly might just tank here. This might be an area I might re-enter. Let's see. But I'm chasing now if I get in. God dang it, man. Tough spot to be in. Wish my break-even was just a little bit higher so I didn't have to make this decision. I could just wait. A little bit of an order zone there on this 30-second time frame. Maybe I try trading this to kind of try to get a re-entry on the bigger move that I'm preying on. Hoping and praying. Florida Crypto, what's up? I actually managed to get a trade in there. I'm at break even already because, again, this thing is unpredictable at the moment. But yeah, I'm in again. Nice little catch there. I didn't even really have a stop loss because it moved so quickly. Let's see if we can get that full move now. Sellers should make a good push here if they really, if they're serious, Might trade this as a quick scalp. TBH. Maybe scalp 2. Oh, come on. You gotta be shitting me. Come on, man. These buyers, they are so annoying. Just let it do its thing, man. They just keep coming back in. So pesky. Whatever, I scalped 2. I'll hold 2. I'm already up for the day. I already took a nice trade, so this is just bonus, I guess. Technically a 6R trade if it gets down there. We'll see if buyers allow it. These buyers are really stubborn. They just keep buying. I'll just probably trail. Trail on this 30-second. Right here. You know what? Trail on the 15-second. I'm good on the day, honestly. I've had good trades today. Should I say good trade? Here, we'll even just trail halfway there. There. Out. Boom. What a trade. I took that on the 30-second time frame, and technically, I mean, if I sized it, if I risked 1R fully, that would have been a freaking probably like a 4R trade on average. Here's the executions. So this was my initial short here. Break even there, and as soon as it hits my break even, starts reversing, but I was able to re-enter here. This was disgusting. God dang, my partials, I need to seriously stop taking partials. I need to just hold and take it like a man. But partial there, so an average out. Average take profit of probably right around this area. And yeah, nice little move there. D ports. You remind me of someone I know, D ports. Fake out Central today? Yeah, I almost got faked out there. Almost got faked out, but I re-entered, and good thing I did. Because that was a nice little trade there. Who says they've never seen me win? Lately, that's all I've been doing. Come on now. Oh, that's what I meant. And watch this thing come all the way down to lows. My entries are always great, and my exits are always a little bit sloppy, so... Do you only trade futures, or do you trade penny stocks or anything else? I trade crypto. Oh, whoops. I trade crypto a little bit, but mainly the only thing that I really trade on this live stream is futures. Today is a very nice day for the accounts. Proud of myself. 2 solid trades that could have been so much better. Once again, look at this. Look at this exit, this partial here, trailing. Takes me out and then dumps every frickin' time. Oh, Ethereum. Ethereum hurting me. What are you doing, Ethereum? I had hope for you, Ethereum. Wow. Well, all of my holdings on the stock market side of things, of course, are taking a hit given that we're just falling today on the NASDAQ, and almost every stock that I hold is a tech stock. So that hurts a little bit. Always our biggest critique, however. I completely agree with you. Taking partial profits creates a gray area in our confidence. Yeah, my partials always suck, man. Also, it's funny how you went from those crazy sentences to now this, what's the word? Philosophical style. The shoulda, woulda, coulda plague, yeah. Look at this thing. Why don't I just hold my trades? They go exactly where I want them to. And I don't give it enough time. Yeah, Deports, I encourage it, honestly. Trading can be too serious sometimes, you know? Look at the shirt I'm wearing. I mean, come on. I can be a jokester.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Look at that. 6R trade there, and I got out here for a pesky little 3R. Discord link is in my bio. Ladies and gentlemen, everything that you could possibly want is in one link in my bio. All the discounts, all the prop firms that I use, all the knowledge, the free boot camp, the free Discord, the course if you really need it after watching the free boot camp. Everything. You'll never go broke taking profit. That is false. You can go broke taking profits. Because if your profits are 1/10 the size of your losses, then you will go broke, right? It's got to be a balance. Now, taking profits at 3R, then no, I probably won't go broke, but still, today, oh my god, dude. Today I'm already up a great amount for the account, but if I just did not take my partials, I would be up probably double, if not triple, which is crazy to think about. If I just held and followed the plan, then it would have made a huge difference. All right, I need a pee, so be right back. I've only traded penny stocks through Ross Cameron. I've seen so many self-proclaimed gurus about futures, but my intuition is telling me you are a good source of education in regards to this world. Hey, I appreciate it, man. And almost everything that I do is completely free, and 90% of this strategy you can learn for free with my bootcamp. So listen, I don't even need to really claim that I'm some sort of magical guru. Just try out the strategy for yourself and see if you get results. Bro suggests me a broker, which is the best. I don't really use brokers. I use prop firms, and Take Profit Trader is the one that I use the most. All right, I need to pee really bad. One second. All right. Where can I find your free trading material? Link is in my bio. By the way, guys, I'm thinking of doing a what was I going to say? Give me 1 second. Excuse me. Sorry. What do you guys think of doing a thing where it's like if you use code SimpleTrader for your accounts, for X amount of accounts, you get the course for free? I know there's another guy that does that. I just don't really quite know how I would implement it. But I would definitely like to give give the course for free if you use the code SimpleTrader, because, you know, in indirectly you are kind of supporting there. So I just don't know how many accounts with code SimpleTrader would qualify you. So I guess I'll get back to you guys on that. This thing went all the way down to targets, man. Holy moly. By the way, look at that beauty. Look at that order zone right there. I think I'll do 10. 10 take profit trader accounts. So like if you're going to buy take profit trader accounts as well, regardless, if you use code SimpleTrader 10 times on those accounts that you would have bought anyways, I'll give you the course for free. How's that sound? I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm saying it right now. I didn't see anything like this in TPT. What do you mean? It would be a manual thing. I would probably email you or something. Oh no, the Kaya's is up. Kaya. She's standing up next to me. You really barking at me again, girl? Alright guys, so yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out after the stream's over. Mustafa, good idea. I'll write that down. Maybe I'll make a video on how to copy trade. It's pretty simple, honestly. It seems complicated, but it's pretty simple. I use Replicanto with NinjaTrader. I may as well answer the question for you. Replicanto is the software, and then it's a software for NinjaTrader, and then you connect your accounts to NinjaTrader, and Replicanto will automatically see your accounts, and then it'll copy your trades to all your accounts. It's a very, very simple process. Are you still holding? No, 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 no. I'm not in any trades. These are my 2 trades for today. Let me show you. Sorry, guys. My dog is chewing a bone. We got a beautiful short right here. And a beautiful short right here. That one's a break even. And then a beautiful short right there. Oh my god, that makes me so sad seeing that partial right there. My god. That is a terrible partial. But yes. Here are the executions on the day. Look at that short right there. Top of the frickin' day. It's Top Tick Tuesday. I titled it that. I titled the stream that, and I guess I predicted the future. Top Tick Tuesday.
Sell, sell.
I don't use NinjaTrader. I use TradingView. So what you can do is you can download NinjaTrader, set up NinjaTrader. I'm pretty sure it's free. I'm pretty sure you can use it for free. I'm not 100% sure. But what you can do is you can trade your account on TradingView and only have NinjaTrader open so that it copies that trade across all your accounts. So what I mean by that is, like, you can get a Tradovate account or a TradingView account, log into it, trade it on TradingView, but then you have 4 other accounts connected via NinjaTrader, and basically use NinjaTrader as your trade copier, but you're only trading one account on TradingView, but it's being copied over to all the other accounts because of NinjaTrader. So that's one way to do it as well. If that makes sense. Might be a little complicated, or it might sound a little complicated, but I promise it's very simple. Full port. If I was full porting today, I would have passed every account possible. Remember what I said in the morning? The first 2 minutes the market opened, I was like, alright, looks like we're going to go down all day. Here it is. Just riding that lower VWAP band down all day. Starting to get to that time of day where the bigger time frames, like the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, are probably going to be more clear because the smaller time frames are chopping. Pure Uber, welcome to the Discord. Freebird, welcome to the Discord. Tiana, welcome to the Discord. If you join the Discord, I will shout you out, guys. Or if you buy the course, of course. I mean, whichever. If you wanna hear your name on the stream and get a little bit of dopamine. Top Tick Tuesday. How you feeling about the 15-minute fair value gap? Hey, Deport, welcome to the Discord. I don't trade fair value apps, so I do not have an opinion. God dang it, Kaya. Kaya. What do you want? What? I already took you out. You want to go outside? No. No. I just took you out. Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm not going to walk my dog. I'm just going to try to see... I'm just going to try to see what she wants again. Go. What do you want, baby? Alright, I bribed her with some cheese. You kind of look like iFerg from Call of Duty. It's got to be a typo, right? Oh. No way. Talking about this guy? I mean, blue eyes? I guess I could see maybe the eyebrows. Maybe the lips a little bit. mean, he's not bad looking, so thanks. Do you think the Nasdaq will continue? I think it's kind of starting to slow down a little bit, but the trend is the trend until it's not, right? The trend is the trend until the trend changes. There's not really any amazing zones right now. Maybe here. Honestly, on this 3-minute, sorry. On this 3-minute, that's kind of like a little order zone. I swear to God, Kaya, I just fed you cheese. You got your cheese. Oh, wow. She's giving me attitude. Sit down. Excuse me. Still live? Any trades? I think not. No new trades since you left. I'm not sure. We got short up here. I don't know if you saw this one. Short, break even, re-enter, and take a profit. But since then, nothing. Had to get the bump in. Yeah, bro. I'm going crazy. I'm home alone trading and bumping. My bump of choice is those gains, baby. That's my DRUG. Finished 4 out of 11 bootcamp vids. Good work. My brain is fried. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of info. Woohooer, welcome to the WAP. Rapid Pinch, welcome to the WAP. Watkins, welcome to the WAP. So all those words just sounded like the word walk. I said WAP and Watkins. And so my dog, look at... She just thinks I'm saying walk over and over again. She keeps tilting her head. I'm sorry, Kaya. Maybe Kaya can be the mascot of the channel. Anybody watch AOT? Peep. Peep the desk, Matt. Peep the peak. Peep the peak. A slave to freedom. Relatable. There's nothing going on. Not much going on here. Maybe a 3-minute short here. Me too, Gibby. Me too. Even though he probably wouldn't do the same for me. He would probably be the one doing the act of, you know. Fuji, welcome to the Discord. What's your win rate? It really fluctuates. Depends on if the zones are behaving or not, or if the market's trending. But currently, it's right around 60. I mean, today's 100. Today's 100. No losses today. One winner, two winners, one break even. Gusto co matuto neto. Is that Spanish or some other language? Gusto made me think it's Spanish, but I don't know any of those other words. Neto, doesn't that mean like little boy or something, or cousin, or nephew? I mean, I'm just talking out my butt here. Oh, Philippines. Oh, interesting. So that's Filipino. Oh God, I hope my American ignorance isn't showing. You sit down. Good girl. Good job. Did you take a trade today? Oh man, you missed it. You missed it. Trade number 1 was right here. Trade number 2 I deleted, but it was a short here. And cover somewhere in here. Really small trade there. That's such a hard voice to give commands to her. Okay, so it may seem harsh, but the thing is I'm super nice to her, and she'll take advantage of it. She knows that I just want to be nice to her. So if she's annoying me too much and taking too much control, then I have to raise my voice. I have to make her realize I mean business. If you have a dog, you know they'll take advantage of you being nice. Thing is still dropping. Still going. Oh, look at this volume though. This volume is interesting. Forgive my ignorance and my unprofitable trader mentality, but would going long off the bottom VWAP band be a good potential investment? Well, it would be a trade, not an investment, right? But I mean, in general, buying below this VWAP band, you are statistically more likely to see some sort of reaction below the band, because price is statistically going to stay within 2 standard deviations of VWAP. Okay, so this is VWAP. Statistically, price is going to stay between this band and this band over 80% of the time. So buying below the band and shorting above the band, technically, yes, you do have an advantage. But the thing is that that's really counter-trend trading, and you can get caught in some pretty gnarly... For example, let's say you bought right here. Right at the bottom there. The thing is that, yeah, we come back up, but then we come right back down in. Come back up, come right back down in. Come right back up, come right back down. Or I should be saying out. So, like, if you bought there, you might be screwed all the way down. So, you kind of just... You don't want to blindly kind of just buy there. I'm sorry, Kaya. I'm literally live streaming. My dog is just staring at my soul. Do I have a video about how this works? Yeah, I have a video about VWAP. It's titled The Only Indicator You'll Ever Need, something like that. On my YouTube channel, which again is, for those that are not on YouTube, link is in the bio. Okay, guys. What do you want? I just took you out. Chew on this bone. Chew on the bone. Bonk. I suppose buying the dip sounds nice until the dippier dip comes into play. Exactly. It always feels good buying when you're, you know, real low until it goes lower. Then it doesn't feel so good. Do I have a swing account? No. Guys, I might have to end the stream earlier. My dog is really misbehaving here. Gaia, can you behave? You want to chill? Which pairs? This is MNQ. Nice dog. Thank you. It's my girlfriend's dog, technically, so. But Kaya's basically my second girlfriend. She gets jealous of me and my real girlfriend. If we just hug, Kaya will attack my girlfriend. Not for real, but she'll like jump on her, start barking, and separate us. She literally will separate us. We we don't sleep together. Or me and my girlfriend, we sleep on opposite ends of the bed because Kaya always wants to be right in between us. She does not like us next to each other. She is a jealous dog, jealous girl. What models you use? I would explain it, but I can't explain it 100 times a stream. I have a free playlist. It's the Simple Trader Bootcamp. But in short, it's overlapping liquidity with supply and demand. That is the model. Because you didn't teach her she is a dog. I can't. Well, one, it was my girlfriend technically. But I'm the same way as my girlfriend. We treat animals like humans. BioGnome, welcome to the Discord. Tour Nevis, welcome to the Discord. Yera, thank you. Or, welcome to the Discord. I need to make money. My situation is killing me. I'm in prison? What, Winston? We got someone watching from prison? You watching this from prison? How do you like ICT? What's with all these ICT questions today? I've gotten that question so many times today. I'll say it once, I've said it once, I'll say it again. A lot of the concepts ICT teaches are just rebranded and reworded and kind of taught of things that have already been a thing. The one thing that I've seen from him that is an original idea from what I've seen, I don't really study him, so, you know, don't take my word for it, but fair value gaps seem to be something relatively original to him. But I don't trade fair value gaps, and I don't really like fair value gaps, so my opinion, I mean, he's been proven not to be able to trade, guys, so many times. He doesn't trade live. Every time he trades live, it's suspicious. It's like just weird, like demo trading, or, you know, he's gotten caught so many times just lying. You know, he goes on those schizo rants where he thinks he's God, and he's bragged about how many millions he's made with his mentorship, and yet shows no proof ever of any good trading at all, not even a little bit. Like, it's just, I don't understand it. He's just like a cult leader, you know, and he's grabbed onto a lot of vulnerable people by basically promising them a dream of being able to top tick and bottom tick every trade. That's not reality. He's not living in reality. He's living in his own world that he's created in his head. You're talking about ICT or TJR? You know, it could apply to both of them. TJR over the years has shown as well that it seems like most of his money is made through his really high ticket expensive course. And if you don't know, TJR comes from a very wealthy family, but that for some reason has been overlooked. I don't mean to sound like a hater, but this is just reality, guys. This is the truth. It's just the truth. The truth shall set you free. Am I familiar with Vito Commerci? Someone I was watching, but he seems like a sussy baka. No, I'm not familiar with him. I haven't heard of him. But trust your gut. If somebody seems like a sussy baka, then they probably are a sussy baka. That's important news to me. I gotta warn my hubby. Is your hubby an ICT fanboy or something? Or TJR? Again, don't mean to sound like a hater. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe ICT really is the world's greatest trader, and maybe TJR did buy a Koenigsegg from his trading. But I'm pretty confident I'm not wrong. The odds are with me on these opinions. Friend got him into it. Oh no. I mean, like I said earlier in the stream, the concepts can work, just like many concepts can work. But you gotta be able to think for yourself a little bit. Hey bro, can you give me a couple dollars on PayPal?
Bruh.
I'm going to jail soon? Okay, so then what you need the money for? You're gonna be locked up, man. There's no need for the money. Swing trading thoughts. It works on crypto pretty well. You guys hear that? That's my dog growling at me again. Kaya. Behave. Lay down. Lay down. Over here. Sit. Sit. Stay there. Okay? Lay down. Time to walk her. She's been walked twice already. In like the last frickin' 3 hours. I'm very bad, understand you, I'm from Ukraine. Well, NKYRYL, the answer is no. I'm not going to just send money to random people. How often do you trade live? Every day. Okay, now my dog is licking my feet. She's really trying to get my attention here. You will have White House treats in 6 minutes? Oh crap. Something going on in the White House? We get in a meeting or something? If you think the dog is driving you nuts, wait till you have kids. Oh, brother. I can only imagine. That's why we gotta go back to our tribal ways. We can't be frickin' one person, two people taking care of a human being and having a full-time job, you know, and need time for yourself. Like, come on, man. We need that family unit. We need that family unit to make a comeback. We used to live with all of our cousins, you know, our siblings, parents, cousins, distant cousins. Everybody would live in a tribe, right? And everybody would help raise the children, and that was just lost in America. It's still popular in like South America. You know, you live with your parents till you're like 30 in South America, till you get married, and everybody is close and helps one another. America, it's like everybody for themselves. Best man wins. Every man for themselves. Good luck. Have fun. And then your parents get old and all the kids have moved away to different frickin' states and countries and nobody's there to help the parents, and then they get sent to a frickin' elderly home. Like, holy crap, that is dark, and America's dark, man. I'm gonna start calling you Littlefoot with this tribal mentality. We gotta make the Simple Trader tribe. Do you have a max trade number a day? No. My max number of trades is the max amount of setups I get. If there's a setup, I'll trade it. If there's not a setup, I won't trade it. The market decides. Still going lower. This is pretty crazy. Dang it, I just bought QQQ too. What a terrible buy. Guess I'll be holding that one for a bit. Did not expect this 4-hour candle to just tank all the way down. It's one of those days. One of those days. Any chance of recovery? I mean, we still do have 3 hours remaining, which brings us to about here. Yeah, I mean, we could maybe see a later day rally into VWAP, but a recovery to green today is probably unlikely. That would be pretty crazy if that did happen. Oh, Mako Polo, welcome to the Discord. See, you just have to wait a day and your account was ready to go. Welcome. Daily chart, yeah, daily chart is not looking great. That is looking like the start of a potential top. I don't even know what MA this is. What is this? 50? 50, let's see a 20. Oh, we're right at the 20-day moving average. Strange gold is not reacting at all to this. Gold is pretty let me overlay it on NASDAQ. Oh, this isn't gold. This is cacao. I was about to say, this does not look like gold. There's gold. Let me overlay it with NQ. Alright, so for like all of history, gold would go up if the stock market went down. Those days are over. Now gold just goes up, and so does the stock market as well, which is a bit weird, isn't it? Because gold is what people buy when they're uncertain of the markets. Like right here, when we saw this big sell-off, gold just ran up higher. But now when the market goes up, gold does not go lower, it just keeps going higher. It's been a crazy run for gold. And it's not really a good thing that gold is moving this high, because that means that rich people, very wealthy people, institutions are hedging their, you know, their bets. This chart of gold means, yeah, we're pretty scared that the market's going to tank, and the only thing that's going to be valuable is physical gold. Probably the same reason why Bitcoin is also going up, you know? Digital gold, but the market is still going up too, so that's kind of concerning. The market is going up, and all the things that people buy when they think the market's going to go down is going up, which, I don't know, that kind of sounds a little bubbly to me. But you can never predict a bubble, right? It's almost impossible. Yohei Elam, welcome to the Discord. What you think about silver? I actually have a physical piece of silver. Actually, no need to show that, I guess. But I like silver. I mean, it's basically the same idea as gold, you know? Oh yeah, there's an order zone example on silver on the weekly chart. Look at that. Isn't The Big Short all about a group of people who predicted a bubble? Why can't we predict them? That's why they made a movie about it, because it's so difficult to predict, and they got it right. That's why it's a movie, because it's very hard to predict a bubble. So it's impressive. They were like the 0.01% of people that were right. Are you getting into a trade soon? I don't. It doesn't look like it. There's not much going on here. And my dog is still begging me for something. Honestly, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm not going to trade anymore. I can't really trade anyways. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to learn for free, check out the free bootcamp. A link is in the bio/description. Join the free Discord that is also in the same place. And if you need help after all of that, there is, of course, the Simple Trader Blueprint, which teaches you a little more specific about the order zones and the logic behind the executions, as well as giving you an exclusive course member role in the Discord so that you can chat with me 24/7, ask questions 24/7, get support 24/7 for that. A little extra push, right? A little personal mentoring, a little extra help. All right. Use code SimpleTrader. If you use code SimpleTrader, oh, where'd it go? I deleted it. If you use code SimpleTrader 10 times on Take Profit Trader, if you're going to buy those accounts anyways, you get the course for free. So code SimpleTrader. All right, thank you guys. It was a nice day today. I'll see you guys inside the Discord.